Hello, welcome to Living on Paper Company. This is our budget planner. I am doing an unboxing today of the budget planner. I created this budget planner in 2023 and I'm just now getting around to recording. I'm setting new goals for 2025, and my 2025 goal is to sell my planners and stop procrastinating and living in fear of, people knowing my income or my family's income. So this is the budget planner that I created. I will put the link in the bio if you're interested in purchasing it after you see it. It's very user friendly. It has a lot in here, and it hopefully will help you to make your budget easier for you. So starting out, we have stickers. I have tab stickers and monthly stickers for the planner. Okay. Opening the planner, cover sheet. This planner belongs to, and of course if you want to fill this in, you can. Welcome page. I have a QR code here to link you to the YouTube, and I have our Instagram here. Next page, I have explaining what a zero-based budget is. Basically, it's your monthly income minus your expenses. And after everything gets added up and subtracted, you should have $0 left. So this doesn't mean you have $0 left to your name. It basically means that you put every dollar to a task or item that you want to be covered. Here I have an example of what a zero-based budget is. So basically, rent, transportation, utilities, groceries, insurance, credit card payments, entertainment, self-care, your total expenses matches your income, and you're left with zero. And I'm just gonna give you some information about that. Starting out, financial goals for the year. So let's see, goal 1. What would be our goal 1? Being a month ahead in bills. That's goal number 1. Next goal is to increase my snowball amount, and I'll get a little bit more into that. Goal 3 for the year would be pay down $12,000 to my debt. And then goal 4 would be save for a vacation. So those are going to be my 4 goals for the year. Getting a month ahead on bills, increase my snowball amount to pay towards debt, pay down $12,000 in debt this year, and then save for at least a vacation. This is the financial summary, keeping up with each goal to see how much I'm able to save and pay off debt for. This is a note page. If I need it, I'll use it. Password tracker, if you would like to write your passwords down. Subscription tracker, if you would like to fill those in. Credit card log, debt list tracker. So let's see, the priority. Well, let's go ahead and fill this one in. So the first priority is going to be my city. American Express card. As of the video, that balance is $3,148. I believe that interest rate, I want to go with like 22%. I believe that's what it is, but I'm going to pay it off super fast. The minimum payment on this card, I don't know, but I'm going to place the minimum payment at $75 because that's what I'm going to contribute. And once it's paid off, I'll check it. The next debt priority is our Navy Federal card. And that balance on that card is $1,200. I'm going to round up and say $250. Interest rate, I believe it's low, but I'm going to say 20% just for the sake of the video. And then the minimum payment I'm going to make towards this is $50 a month. And then the last debt that we have is a Navy Federal personal loan. And that one is $40,000 with an interest rate of 6.5. And that loan minimum payment is $1,005. So the way I'm doing this is that my city card is the card we've used for all of our expenses. Normally I pay off this card in full every single month. But since we are fresh off of maternity leave, we needed the card to live. So once the income starts rolling down, hopefully I can get these two knocked down within the next few weeks. And everything else will start going, maintaining the minimum payment for the loan. And then once these two are paid off, I would roll these dollar amounts into my snowball and help tackle this debt down. So that's what the plan is. Alrighty, debt payment tracker. could be helpful for someone that wants to know every time they make a payment what the balance is. I kind of use electronic systems for that, but this could be helpful for someone that would love to do that. And I have a few pages for that, depending on how many debts you have. And what is an emergency fund? So our goal for an emergency fund is $30,000. And that will basically almost cover us. But we intend to grow that. This is the emergency fund tracker. Basically, whatever you're able to save, you fill those in. So I'll be using this page a lot. Right now, our goal is $100 a month until we get out of debt. Once we get out of debt, all of our debt payments will go into our emergency fund. So looking forward to see what this is going to look like. We have a $1,000 savings challenge, $25 increments. If we save $100 a month, it'll be about $1,200. So I might use this one instead of the emergency fund. But I'm going to put those funds inside of the emergency funds, if that makes sense. I also have a $5,000 and a $10,000. Included is also a $20K down payment for a house. In the current economy that we are in, $20,000 might not be enough for a down payment, but it's a start. Savings tracker. Fill in how much you are able to save a week, balance it up. Yearly bill tracker. I have some bills that I pay yearly on, some bills that I like to pay quarterly on or annual. So for example, renter's insurance is annual for me, or my Netflix bill is annual for me. I like to load it up on a Netflix gift card, and just get it over with for the year. Sinking funds. So basically, sinking funds are little increments. Little accounts where you're trying to save for throughout the year. So for example, my sinking funds that I like to save for would be Christmas, the goal for Christmas is $100 a month. I'm going to do 11 months, and we're going to say $1,100. Next sinking fund that I have is travel. Travel right now would probably receive $25 a month for the next 12 months. And that would bring us to $300. And I'm going to show you how I'm saving $300 for it, but I might use some bonuses or something to kind of stuff our traveling fund. We have personal care. Currently, I have $20 going towards that for the next 12 months. 240. And those are really all of the sinking funds that I have for the year. And then so filling in my sinking funds and keeping up with the amount, if that's good for you. Keep in mind, like I said, I created this in 2023. So there's a 2023 and 2024 calendar inside of there. And then a yearly plan for each month. Really don't have too much going on this year. When I do have something going on, I'll be make sure I fill that in. And this brings us to our first monthly budgeting portion. So I have stickers to fill in for this. I mean, you don't have to use stickers. If you're very creative and want to fill this in and decorate, you're more than welcome to. I'm not as much as a creative as I would like to be, but I try. And then these are the tab stickers for the month of January. And it brings us to a calendar that we can fill in. So we're gonna say January 2025. The first fell on a Wednesday. So we're just gonna fill in our dates. You know, it's not required. This planner is all about how you would like to personalize it. And how you would like to keep track of your finances. You can use this part for, you know, anything that you're comfortable with. As for me, I'm gonna list all of my bills that I have to kind of keep track. So, of course, rent is due every first of the month. After rent, I have the light bill on the 7th, and then car insurance on the 7th as well. On the 12th, I have life insurance due. After life insurance, we have our Wi-Fi bill due on the 14th. And then we have that Navy Fed loan due on the 13th. After that, we have our what's next? Stars, due on the 21st. We have Hulu and Disney, due on the 22nd. We have our tax bill due on the 22nd as well. We have my husband's car due on the 25th. And then we have my car due, and this is how I like to do it. I like to split up my car payment. So I pay half every 2 weeks. The week I get paid. So I get paid bi-weekly. And so if I get my paycheck on the 9th, I send a bill pay on the 6th. So when my check is credited and cleared, the car payment comes out all on the same day. And then we have daycare due every 2 weeks as well. I pay it the Monday following every payday. And then we have the Navy Federal credit card due on the 28th. And then the Citi American Express card due on the 27th. Since I'm filming this video kind of late, of course some of these are already paid for. We have our rent that's paid for already. That car note has cleared, that has cleared, that has cleared. Life insurance is cleared. The loan is not due until February. That daycare has been paid. The Wi-Fi bill has been paid. The car note has been paid. Stars have been taken out. Disney, the tax bill, all of that is taken care of. The minimum payment on that card is taken care of. That payment is taken care of. And that daycare bill is taken care of. I'm filming this on the 23rd. So right now, the last thing we're waiting to come out of our account is my husband's car payment. And so yeah. So once again, we have been on maternity leave. So our income for January was very, very low, but we pre-planned to pay bills in advance from prior paychecks. So I'm just gonna start off for what we got paid. Well, what I got paid. So for the month of January, my income was $636.50. And so that's only a week's worth of pay for me. Like I said, I was on maternity leave. My first 6 weeks were paid. My last 4 weeks were not paid. I paid some of my bills up in advance. And so this is how this check was dispersed. I needed to make up some of my rent payment for February because I like to pay for my bills bi-weekly, and I knew that I wasn't going to get any more checks in the month of January. So I needed $187.95 to complete my rent payment for February. The next bill that came out of this check was a daycare payment to get caught up for daycare to last until my next pay. So I needed $190 for daycare for one of my children. And then another daycare payment for my new baby. She's starting daycare on Monday. I put aside $300 to go towards her daycare payment. And out of this paycheck, we purchased something off Facebook Marketplace. We bought a Ninja. What's that thing called? A Ninja. What is that thing called? The Ninja thing that stretched the cheese for you. We purchased that, and so that $65 payment came out of my paycheck. And then I also made the minimum payment to the Navy Federal credit card. I just put $20.55 on it because all of the other bills are kind of paid. I did no savings, and so that's how I allocated that check for January. Like I said, my bills for January and February was kind of pre-saved for due to our maternity leave. And so yeah, and that's what I did with that small check that we got for the month of January. February and March will be a lot better than this because we'll actually have real income for me to break down. No major weekly plans. If you would like to use that section, go ahead. Notes. Expense tracker. I've been making a lot of purchases for my baby, but I don't want to discuss what happened in January with expenses. I'll start there first for February. It happens. Life goes on. No one's perfect. Life happens. So yeah, February will be a much better and more organized month. January we were kind of surviving a newborn.